friends, welcome back to my channel. I have literally just woken up. It's like 7 in the morning. My cats have been, I don't even want to talk about it, so naughty this morning, waking me up. So I thought today we could do some first impressions. I have so many lovely bits in my new in drawer that I want to try, and I thought we could do it today. So we're obviously starting off with no makeup on. Well, I've got my brows on. Already did those actually, and yeah, we're just going to try a heap of makeup and see what happens. That is generally what one does in a first impression. I thought we could start off with this new palette, the X Envy shadow palette. Anne-Marie sent this to me and it looks really pretty and I'd like to use it. It's got lovely greens in it, which is not usually my favourite colour, but I don't know, some of these weird greens, I just think they're real weird, and you don't see these colours like that often in palettes, and they're just appealing to me. So yeah, I thought we could try some of these and then do some, I'm so tired, and then do some base stuff as well. So yeah, let's do it. I don't know what I'm going to do, and usually that means it'll be a disaster, but let's just try. I also don't know why I'm wearing a full like cozy tracksuit, because it is so hot, but there's no but. I don't know what the but is. Right, I'm gonna try this palette. Not really got an idea what I'm gonna do, but let's just like splodge it on the eyes and see what happens. I'll take, I think, this dark brown because there's no black in here. I think I'll just do some kind of like dragged out look. Quite like my blue one that I did recently. We'll just do it with like greens and browns this time. I know it's stupid to say, but I do think all palettes should have a black in them. You know, when Wayne Goss is like, every palette I launch is going to have a black in it. Everyone's like, why? I'm like, yeah. This brown's looking pretty dark. Brown, look at me, who am I? You can tell I'm tired if I'm going straight in with a brown eyeshadow. These XX palettes do tend to be better though, don't they? Than the general ones. I don't really have a lot of Makeup Revolution eyeshadow palettes. They don't match, but it's alright. Take our pictures from the side. Might not even take a picture. I might hate my makeup today. I feel like I'm in the mood, or I'm gonna hate my makeup today. We'll see. I might take this, and I'm gonna take this darkest green and see what happens when I pop this on. There's no mirror in these palettes. That's alright. Yeah, let's see what these greens are all about. Quite like brown and green together. Not something I do an awful lot, but I think they go well. I kind of like the Lime Crime Venus 2 that's got browns and greens, and it's a really interesting palette and not like a normal colour scheme. Yeah, I barely have any Makeup Revolution palettes. I think the only Makeup Revolution palettes I have are the collab palettes with Soph, and then the rest are all XX Revolution, because they do just seem a little bit superior. And even then, like, they're not the best quality eyeshadows ever, but they're decent. And I was going to say they're super cheap. They're not. This is 20 quid. Where on earth are these prices coming from? So I have not done like full face Makeup Revolution in a while, because it's all so expensive now. Let's take, I guess we'll take this one. It's quite like appley green. See what that does for us. I would actually say, although this is like a green palette and they advertised it as a green palette, there's a lot of purple in here, a lot of blue. In fact, you know what, this blue, the tone of that looks gorgeous, but I'm not going to use it today. Yeah, there's almost like not that much green in here. I'm just gonna bring this in a bit. Oh, that's a nice tone. Wow. And it's pigmented. It's quite, like, all these shades are real powdery in the pan, but that doesn't bother me as always. Sorry, I will hurry this up because we have to do our whole base as well, but I'm gonna just whack it on this side. I mean, quite messy because, oh gosh, that noise scared me. A child screaming. Because I'm not gonna like cut my crease or anything. I want this to be like quite one of those like just swishy, blendy looks, not necessarily like all defined and everything. Man alive, these shapes are so different. Somebody send a professional right now. Let's do this gorgeous bright one up here. This will probably end up covering up everything that we've done because it's quite light. But I'll just go back in and blend it all like off camera while I'm watching Bailey Sarian's new video. And then we'll go put some shimmers on. It really is a trust the process kind of look because right now it looks terrible. Let's pull it into the hairline. Why snot? Yeah, I'm really quite liking these tones. I don't know if it's just, I know I've had blonde hair for a while now, but ever since having blonde hair I feel like it's opened up my colour palette on my face to have more options. Like, I do really miss my pink hair, but it kind of stopped me doing certain makeup looks. I might take this one here and just see what happens. I am sorry, I know this is taking a while. Pop that, oh my lord. That is so pigmented. You see that? Okay. That is a real good quality green. And it's not like a pastel that's going on and then disappearing. It's like staying right where I put it. Holy smokes. Right, I'm just going to go neaten this up off camera. And then I'll come back and we'll put some shimmer on from this palette, because I think we should. But let me just, yeah, neaten it up a wee bit. Just with the same shades, but just, I don't want to spend ages on this because we have to do all the base and stuff, so. That looks a bit neater, does it? I don't know. We're going to use this shimmer here because, my goodness, it looks pretty. Oh, that's a Teresa swatch. I am gonna wet it because all shimmers, but especially drugstore shimmers, are gonna look better wet. Can you see that? Can you see that? Shimmer shim. What? Oh my goodness. Oh! It's so pretty. I kind of want to fill the whole front end, but I also want to try the pressed glitter in here. So I might just leave a bit of room for that. But I can't get over how, like, that is like a high-end shimmer. That's stunning. Can I put it on my inner corner? Do I have a brush though? I used some of my brushes yesterday and didn't wash them. And that's bad of me, I usually do wash my brushes every single day. Oh. My. Gosh, this is so beautiful. Right, okay, okay. I'm gonna try now this pressed glitter, which is a duochrome. It's like blue-green. Let's... Green? Blue. Very hard to show duochromes. I'm just going to press it on down here. That's a really pretty shade. I don't really like pressed glitter, but it's a really pretty shade. I can kind of get over it. Probably should use a glitter glue as well, but hey, YOLO. Okay. That's kind of enough for now. I'm going to clean up my fallout and then we'll move on to base because, yeah, we don't need to spend like all day on the eyes. I do like the greens in here. They're not like boring greens, are they? They're like kind of interesting greens. Right, I don't really have a primer that I'm like super jazzed about using, so I just used my Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base, which I love. As you can tell, look how much I've used. And a little bit of my Benefit Professional, because I really like that recently. I've got a couple of foundations. I think I know what one I'm going to try. I've got this NARS All Day Luminous Weightless, which I've never tried. My friend Kelly, this was hers. She bought it and didn't like it on herself, so she said I could have it. I was like, thanks. But I also have the new Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturiser, Oil-Free Natural Skin Perfector. And I feel like this is something that I should really like, so I might try this. This is in 1N2 Vanilla. Give it a wee shake. I have not prepared a sponge. We'll just go in with a brush. I'm hoping this works. I thought that was a wee squeezy thing. Oh my goodness, that was quite a lot, but these things are usually quite sheer, so we'll see what happens. I just love tinted moisturiser. I'm gonna get the new Morphe one next month and try that. It's just a little bit pricey to just buy one right now because I always find Morphe shades are so bad, so I never know which shade I will be. So I need to like have a bit more money where I can just like buy 2 shades to just try and get one to match me. This is the It Cosmetics Love Is a foundation brush. I love it. That is so sheer and almost nothingy, but I kind of like it. It's not doing very much, but I feel like compared to that side it looks a wee bit better. Let's see. I love a tinted moisturiser, but I don't like one that is just nothing. It does need to give me a bit of something. Also, this shade is definitely too dark for me, of course. Yeah, you see, I think for the price I would want a wee bit more coverage, but it's got quite a nice glow to it. Considering Professional is like more mattifying, I do feel like I'm getting a bit of a glow. I need to take this down my neck because it's like so dark on me. It's going on really nice. It's smoothed out nicely with this brush. It's not like streaky or anything. Is it blowing my mind? No. I think it's too expensive to be this sheer, if you know what I mean. I've got this ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer to try. I actually have enough to do a full face ColourPop soon and I need to. This is in Fair 07. This looks so very pale, which is probably a good thing given how dark that foundation is on me. I won't be able to put it on my spots though. I can't remember if I've tried this concealer before. I feel like it's been a really long time since I've done a full face first impression, and I wish I was more awake so I could be like excited, but then I'm never really like that anyway. I'm British, okay? I'm very reserved most of the time. Unless I've had a wee glass of wine or Prosecco. Prosecco makes me feel quite squiffy quite fast. This doesn't seem to be like a full coverage concealer, but it does edge, but it is helping me. I would say look a little bit less tired, which I am very tired, because I decided last night as well to watch Zack Snyder's cut of the Justice League, which, let me tell you, is pants. I know a lot of you will disagree with me, but anyway, Marvel is better than DC. End of discussion. I'm kidding, we can discuss it, but you are wrong if you disagree with me. Yeah, I watched that, which is like 4 hours long, and then the cats woke me up at 5 AM. Actually 4:49. So I'm very tired. My base is looking alright. It's not looking fab. Like, I don't feel very confident in it right now, but it's not looking bad. I'm probably going to declutter that Laura Mercier just because I just think it's, like, so far it's nothing special, and for the price I would want it to be pretty darn special. I do have a new powder I want to try, but I also have a cream bronzer I want to try. I've got two cream bronzers I want to try. I'm going to have to eeny, meeny, miny, moe it. I've got the XX Revolution cream bronzer, finally. This is in the shade Inspire. Anne-Marie sent me this at the same time as the Envy palette that we just used. So that's that. Dying to try it. £15 for that. I actually think that's insane from Makeup Revolution. And then also the Shady Business shade from MERCIER, Blurched. And the box looked all bound up because last night Potato pulled it underneath my bed. Oh, a shade darker. Could I use it as a contour maybe? I might try this Shady Biz as a contour and then go in with the XX afterwards maybe. These are on Beauty Bay now. Matty just informed a group in our sausage telegram group, so if you're trying to get them, they are on Beauty Bay. Let's do the jaw, why not? It's too much. I have cat hair on my face. I can feel it on my face. Let's see. I don't know if this would be a bronzer shade on me. Oh, it shears out. Wow. Oh, wow, it just blends so nicely. I was thinking when I swatched, like, oh gosh, that's dark. But it does blend real nice. I think it could be a cream bronzer shade. Actually, take a wee bit off the back of my hand there. Yeah, I think it could be a cream bronzer shade. Oh, I can't believe how it blends. That's really impressive. I'm not sure why I was surprised because the blush formula is the dog's, you know what, but I don't know, new products are also a wee bit scary when you try them for the first time. I have a feeling that this first impression is just not going to go my way, but I don't know if it's just because I'm a bit tired and grumpy, you know. It did blend out very, very easily, quite sheer, which is usually quite a good thing with cream products. You see our sausage is sitting, all I can see is a wee leg. Hanging down. Let's try this one, because that one was kind of like a wee bit of a contour-ish, and this one can be our browns. I'm so excited. I've wanted this since I saw them not that long ago they launched, but £15. How much product do you get? 28 grams, so just a little bit less than like the ABH one. Oh, I just put my hand on my trousers with that bronzer on it. This doesn't feel greasy or oily, like to the touch. It doesn't feel greasy or oily as I'm putting it on my face. Really nice colour. This is the shade Inspire. I need to do like a battle of the cream bronzers because I've got so many now and so many really expensive ones and some cheap ones. And I'd like to see maybe which one came out on top. Might do this, I can do some faux freckles. And then I'll take it down my neck because my face is so dark. So dark. I don't know if it's picking up, but in real life I feel actually orange compared to my hands. Do you know what? That is everything I hoped it would be. It's going on just like the ABH. Like when I put the ABH on, I was like, oh my goodness, I feel, oh my goodness, wow, this is just the same. And it's half the price, and you only get 2 grams less. But I still think for Makeup Revolution it's too expensive. This should have been a tenner at most. 100%. I need to try this on a day when my foundation is not 400 shades too dark. So sticking to our cream vibe, I have this PIXI On The Glow Blush Tinted Moisture Stick. So I think it's just like a blush stick with a fancy name. And it's like a, oh, it's like a peachy colour. I don't really want to use that now. Now that I've swatched it, I'm like, I'll give it a shot. Because it's been sitting in my drawer for ages. I don't know, it feels quite like greasy when I just swatched it there. But we'll put some on. I've got a nice powder blush I want to try today. I've got to say, my skin's like kept a nice dewiness to it. This is more pigmented than I thought it would be. PIXI makeup is not like makeup that I try a lot. I don't know. It never really appeals to me. It's always quite like subtle and not that colourful. But these sticks did look quite nice, so I did keep them when they sent. Well, I kept 2 shades when they sent them to me. I do quite like the packaging, but I mean that's fine. It's a nice peach blush. Nothing wrong with it. I guess maybe it's just a bit peach, and yeah, when I swatched it on my hand, it just looks a wee bit like oily kind of looking. But it's fine. It's not disrupting my makeup. I think I should be a little bit less harsh on it now that I've put it on and it's working fine. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to set just underneath my eyes with powder, and my friend Kim in New Zealand, she had this powder and I don't think she liked it, so she sent it to me, and it's the By Terry loose powder, which fancy, and I've been dying to try it. She wrapped it in sellotape so that it wouldn't pop open in transit. So Kim, I'm finally going to try it. Let's see what this is all about. It should be good. I don't really hear a lot of people talk about By Terry. Probably because the prices are expensive. But talking of expensive prices, have you seen how much the new Hourglass single shadows are? They're actually... It's not even funny how expensive they are. It's not like £170 if you wanted to make a £5 palette. Are you kidding? Oh, feels set. I do like a nice soft powder underneath my eyes, just so that it doesn't look cakey. And this seems to be working. I really like the number 7 one that's a dupe of the Charlotte Tilbury pressed powder, and I do use it an awful lot. It is so nice. It's not oxidising my base. Would it write home about it? I don't know. But it's very kind of like the Hourglass powder, where it's so light it feels like you've not powdered, but it has like set you in place. So I went to the Be Perfect store opening recently in Glasgow. Oh, that really has set where I've put it. And it feels so smooth and fine. Actually feels nicer than my Laura Mercier powder. Okay, I need to experiment with that more. So one of the products I picked up was the Fahrenheit Baked Luxe Powder Bronzer. I just thought when I saw this out, it just looked stunning. I can't remember how much, maybe like £9 or something. This is the packaging, it's absolutely huge and bulky, and I don't particularly like how big it is, but if I can open it, I just thought, looking at it, it was so appealing. And this one is in the shade, this is in the shade Fahrenheit. I gave it a wee swatch. I think this is the palest one. We'll see. And I'm just going to use my, as always, Jaclyn Hill brush. Doesn't smell like anything. I think my brush does though. Pop this on. See, with that blush there, my cheeks are looking very orange, and I have an orange blush, but now I'm thinking I might use a yellow blush, like a new one, because I think this is all looking quite colourful, but not like in my favourite kind of way. It was so exciting going to that store opening and seeing all the different like new products Be Perfect was coming out with. I meant to pick up their bronzing sticks and I just forgot. There was just so much to look at. I couldn't really make up my mind with what to buy. I'm not sure if these bronzers are out yet, actually. I'm going to have to take this down my neck as well, because I am just so orange. Okay, that goes on nice, no problems. I'll show you the blush, but I don't think I'm going to use it today. This is the Magma Luxe Powder Blush in Scorched, and you'll see why I had to buy it. Right? Like, look at that colour, it is just orange. It's so beautiful, but I don't really want to add more orange to my cheeks right now, so I do have this e.l.f. Cantaloupe bite-sized face duo, and I thought I could try this blush. Maybe a highlight, we'll see, because this looks like a proper yellow blush. It's not like quite as bright as my NYX Silence is Golden, but it looks proper yellow. More brands are coming out with these yellowy, orangey, peachy blushes. Like someone mentioned in a comment that I saw yesterday, Scott Barnes has released yellow ones, and was I going to get them? And I don't know, I need to see how much they are. Scott Barnes makeup not like super expensive. I need to see the price, but yeah, I feel like yellow blushes are really coming to the forefront. I feel like I can't see this over that PIXI. I really wish I hadn't used that PIXI. I wish I'd listened to myself and just not used that PIXI, because I don't like it, the colour of it. See, when my makeup's not going well, I do just want to throw a wee tantrum and take it off. We'll have a look at my skin up close. That's me zoomed in 3.8 times. That's my skin up close. See? Cat hair. I don't know. I don't think my makeup looks bad. I just think like the colour of that foundation was off, so it's kind of throwing me for everything else. Oh, there's that glitter up close. It's pretty, isn't it? Yeah, I think if the colour matched me in that Laura Mercier, I'd be a lot happier, but it doesn't, so I can't really like get the full gist. But I mean, I would say overall my skin looks pretty nice and smooth. It doesn't look bad, like my like skin texture or anything. I'm getting more orange as I sit here. Like, right? Look how pale I am. And look at my face. Is that picking up on camera at how orange I look? Look at that. Come on. I think that's oxidized. Highlighter. I might just use the one in this little elf thing, because that looks quite pretty. I think these are like £3. Yeah, I'll just use this one. This is going to be too pale for my orange skin. I can't believe how glowy that is. Holy macaroni. For a really pretty like yellow blush, and then this intense highlighter. £3? Are you kidding? That is actually beautiful. Yeah, it's too pale for what I've got going on my skin right now, but that is absolutely stunning. I can't believe how glowy that is. Do you know, Be Perfect had a bunch of like new highlighters as well. They all looked way too dark for me, which was a shame, so I didn't pick any of those up. So that's why I didn't have one of them to try. I'm gonna show you my makeup in natural light, by the way, when I'm done, just so you can see, because I need you to see like how orange I am. I'm gonna just quickly go throw on a lash and just some green under here. I won't make it fancy or anything, and then we'll put a wee lip on. I think that's pretty much everything to try. I mean, I still have a lot more in that drawer, but I think like we covered most of the bases with these products. So yeah, I'll throw in a lash and that, and then we'll come back. We can probably do like 12 first impressions, to be quite honest, because I've not done these in ages, have I? I couldn't really find a lipstick in my drawer that would go with this look that I could use. Like, I've got a lot of reds and pinks and stuff, so I just used my Barry M shade. I don't know. Why does it not say? Oh, it does. Impulsive, which is just a nice neutral nude, and I thought it went well. So let's talk about the products quickly, and I'm also going to show you my makeup in natural light just now. Hopefully that is inserted so you can see, because I actually want to see my makeup in natural light as well and see how it's looking, because I honestly feel orange and a bit ridiculous. But yeah, let's talk about the products a little bit. So this Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturiser Oil Free, I'm going to declutter that. It's too dark for me and it's pale. It's 1N2 Vanille. It's way too dark for me and I honestly think it oxidizes. I am pale compared to this, and it does look really nice on my skin, to be honest. Like, now I've got everything on, it looks really nice, but it's too expensive for the cover, like for the very sheerness of it, and it doesn't work on my skin tone, so there's no point in me keeping it. The concealer, yeah, very pale, so it's hard to tell, but it did make me feel a lot more confident about how my skin looked, so it's something I need to try. Again, full face ColourPop coming soon, I promise. Then Mitchell Shady Business. I love the packaging on these. I honestly think he's done like such a cute job with it all. 6 mils of product. For me, this is more of a contour shade, but I do want to try it as a bronzer, but I do feel like even the name suggests it's more of like a shading colour, I think. So there's a few other shades. I might have a look into what other shades might be better as a bronzer, because it feels like more of a contour, but it's sheared out so nice, like it blends like a dream. And then this XX Revolution one in the shade Inspire, I'm blown away by how good this was. I've heard so many good things about it, like everyone has said how good it is, and this is a really heavy glass pot, like I wouldn't want to travel with this. But this went on so beautifully, did what it said in the tin, really, really nice. Is it worth £15? I mean, probably to me it is, because I really love a cream bronzer, but it is super expensive for Makeup Revolution. PIXI blush stick, I'm going to get rid of that. I just don't like the tone of the peach. It's too like intensely reddy peach. It's not the kind of peach that I really like. So I probably will get rid of that. But this e.l.f. Cantaloupe Duo, can't believe how stunning it was. Matty actually sent me this in the post as a wee surprise, and it's stunning. Matty, thank you so much. I love these colours. I can't believe that highlight is just so insane. Like, it's gorgeous. Why am I putting it on with my fingers? Because I get carried away. Some of the blush on. What am I doing? That is really pretty, which I highly recommend, especially because it's like £3. This Be Perfect bronzer, it feels really nice. It feels really silky and smooth and blended out easy peasy, even over an unset base. Palest shade, I actually can't open it. Right, there we go. The palest shade is still quite dark, so if you are a roasty toasty ghosty like Teresa, I think it's going to be way too dark for you. But if you are not so pale, it might work really nice. Kind of looks a wee bit contoury there, doesn't it? A wee bit cool toned. It's got an ever so slight sheen to it. It's really nice, like, to touch, but yeah, I'll need to try it again when I'm wearing foundation that suits me. Gotta say, this by Terry powder might be the star of the show. Completely was not expecting it. Wow. My skin feels so smooth, so set, but it doesn't look in any way heavy. I'm so impressed. Oh, the palette. Almost forgot about the palette. I actually really like this. I was thinking I would, because I've got the other two, like the purple and the pink one, and they're really good quality. I really like this. Very kick-uppy, very dusty, but to be honest, the pigment's there. There's a lot of shades in here that I'm like, why are you here? Like, why do I have a bright pink? But on the same token, like, what is that? Why do I have that with greens? I don't know. Like, it does baffle me, some of the colour choices that they make. But I'm glad to have it in my collection and have some more affordable greens. Yeah, overall, I would say some hits. some misses. Like that foundation I feel like it's ruined my life today. Like, see, if my makeup doesn't turn out well, it puts me in a shockingly bad mood, and I was already in a bad mood as you saw. So now I'm like in a worse mood because I think my makeup looks like trash. Don't mind the eyes, nothing about that and other products, but the foundation is just like and that PIXI thing ruined my life. So yeah, that's my thoughts. Probably been a bit dramatic, but that's what happens when you're a grumpy poo face. So yeah, let me know what you think of everything that I tried today. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. You probably didn't. Give me a pity thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. 3 to 4 videos a week from me. Leave me a comment down below. And I'm going to piss off. I'm going to wipe this off and immediately do another makeup look that I'm happy with, just so that I feel like I've rectified today as a situation, you know. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to piss off. Have a lovely day, whatever it is you're doing, and I hope I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye.